This video is brought to you by the 3 Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Doctor Who Nemesis in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has no solo mode. It's a game for 2 to 4 players, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. You are the Daleks, Cybermen, Weeping Angels, or the Master, and your plans to control the universe are hindered by one individual, the Doctor. Can you scheme your way to victory? The game ends immediately once one player completes one of their personal nemesis schemes. It also ends immediately if they complete a scheme on a Doctor character they have played, or any Doctor scheme played by any player for that matter. Action selection. Each turn you will move your control marker and take the action shown beside it. Card management. You have both nemesis and hero cards to play and manage. Variable player powers. Each nemesis has unique powers and unique cards. Player turn. Choose your nemesis and which side of their board to play. Take all the nemesis cards of the main faction and then the 5 bonus cards representing the side of the board you are playing. Then draw 2 Doctor tokens at random and collect the 4 hero cards for each matching Doctor. Shuffle these all together to form your deck of cards and then draw 5 of them. Here we will play as the Master. Let's populate our regions with some annoying cards played by our opponents. First, we must move our marker to one of the 3 other locations. We move to Traken, where the Cyberman player has deployed a legion. Next is the Minion Phase, where we can play a minion to one of those 4 locations. You can also use this phase to move a minion to any location, including another player's board. Next is the Conflict Phase, which is optional, but we choose to fight here. Minion Strengths are in the bottom right, and then each player blind bids power tokens, each of which adds 1 strength. Players can also play instant conflict cards, and this one gives us 2 more strength, and then finally, each player rolls a dice and totals it up. This would be a tie, which is normally no effect, but the Master gets +1 to combat rolls and wins, discarding the opponent's cards. Conflicts can include multiple opponents, and heroes win the conflict if their total is higher than all the human players. If you defeat a Doctor in combat, place them at the top of your board. One reason to eliminate enemies on your board is you can now take the 2 actions at your location. If there are any opponents there, you must miss 1 action, and if a Doctor is there, you must miss both. Here we play a hero card that is a scheme to the top of our board. This contains another way for players to win. And then we play a constant card to the bottom of our board that provides an ongoing effect, as well as a one-off moment card. End your turn by doing end-step actions, discarding down to 5 power and 5 cards, or if you have less than 5 cards, drawing to that number. It is now the next player's turn. Why would you like this game? The knee-jerk and shallow reaction to Nemesis is to just say it's Doctor Who villainous. While superficial, that does ring true, as they are both action selection games where you play the villain of a popular IP. But once you play the game, you'll see how dramatically different it actually is. What sets Nemesis apart and elevates it are the variable win conditions. Instead of just focusing on the same win condition for each villain, you have your personal Doctor schemes and cards in that Doctor set that will help you win. Not only that, if any other player plays a Doctor scheme of their own, you can win off that, and you can have up to 10 possible win conditions in play at once. And this rewards players who can adapt quickly, who can learn the various win conditions and understand a complex and evolving board state. Plus it fits all 14 Doctors into the starter box. The best thing about this game is the sheer number of game-changing moves you can make. However, Flux is one of the most polarizing games in board gaming history because of its shifting win conditions, and Nemesis has a similar feel. Your enjoyment of the game will almost entirely depend on whether you find that idea intriguing or frustrating. You can play the Doctor in Time of the Daleks, and check out Disney Villainous here. Doctor Who Nemesis. Once again, you now know what Nemesis means. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.